The girl you are today cannot come with you on your reinvention journey. You cannot expect to change your life during this reset and reinvention challenge and do the same old thing the same old way you've always done it. It's time to improve your self-image, body language, and your mindset. Oh, honey, I hope you're ready for this episode. If you are, get your pen, get your post-it, get your ambition planner, and let's go. Hello, Ambition Babes. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion, also known as the Face of Ambition, across all social media platforms as well as wherever you stream your podcast. I help women who are 40 years and older who are ready to reinvent themselves, who are seriously tired of repeating the same old poor habits and expecting a different outcome. If you are ready to reinvent yourself, start your personal glow up journey, or you're really trying to change your mindset and become the woman that you know God has intended for you to be, then you need to go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a single episode, and follow me on Instagram because I post every single day to encourage you to stay aligned, motivated, and consistent while you're on this journey. Because, honey, this journey is hard, especially if you're trying to do it alone. Oh, but do not worry, honey. If you're not over the age of 40 and the algorithm God's decided to show you this video, oh, it's because it's for you too. Just consider me your bougie auntie that wants to put you on so that you don't have to make the same mistakes that I have. And today is week 8 of the 12-week Reset and Reinvent Yourself challenge. I'm sure that some of you all are like, wait a minute, this is the first video I've seen in an 8-week challenge. I gotta back up. And yeah, you can go back to week 1 and start the challenge from the very beginning, which I absolutely love for you to do. But if you would like to watch these videos in reverse, week 7 was about surrounding yourself with good energy and the individuals who were meant to join you while you're on your reinvention journey. Week number 6 was mastering self-discipline and consistency. You guys really loved that episode. Week 5 was about creating a morning and evening routine that can actually stick, not you carbon copying somebody else's routine, creating a routine of your own that was going to actually shift the way that you see yourself, your productivity, as well as supporting your goals. Week number 4 was about developing a strong mindset. Week number 3 was about decluttering your life. Week number 2, which is an extremely important week, was about defining the woman that you want to become. And week number 1, I broke down exactly how I create 90-day goals, and I hit the mark every single time. So like I said, if this is your first time ever seeing my face and you want to start from the very beginning, or if you want to start at week 8, bounce to week 2, and then end up at week 5, honey, be my guest. Every single week, I am dedicated to being able to help you to become the woman that God has intended you to become. It's time for you to become that girl, and that starts with your self-image, your daily habits, and your body language. Your body language says so much about your confidence, how consistent you are in a lot of areas in your life, and it's the very first thing that individuals see and judge you by. That is why this week is so powerful. So if you've not grabbed your ambition planner or at least a notebook from TJ Maxx, you're definitely going to want to take notes. So let's start with talking about what self-image is. Self-image, by definition, is the mental picture of how you see yourself. It's shaped by your past, your mindset, and how you think that others think about you. Our self-image is very tricky because oftentimes we can't get over our past and we see ourselves through old lenses. All that we can see are our past mistakes, our trauma, the body shaming that we've told ourselves or what other individuals have projected onto us. We also tend to see ourselves through the images or the titles that we've been given, like me being Courtney's wife or these kids' mama. Our self-image can easily get tethered to other people or the way that individuals have described us. If you're the one with the attitude, that's how you self-identify. If you are an empath, that is the way that you self-identify, and you feel as if that's the way that you have to show up in every situation. If you're the strong one and the one that always has it together, you never feel as if you can show vulnerability, cry, have an off day, be weak, be vulnerable, or just not feel like solving everyone's problems. But our identity and how we self-identify can easily get tied to the way that individuals refer to us. They refer to you as the spiritual one, so you always got to be praying, and the moment they see you cussing, they like, oh girl, you are nothing like I thought you were. Or you see yourself as the one that always seems needy. And so you isolate yourself, you don't actually ask for help when you sincerely need it, and you've made up this altered reality that individuals don't want to be around you because of the way that you perceive yourself. But I want you to stop and ask yourself, what would happen to you if you saw yourself through the lens that God sees you? As beautiful, as perfect, as full of potential, as extremely well endowed with gifts and talents that only He can give you. I remember the moment that that I decided to look at myself the way that I felt that God sees me. God has given me so many gifts and talents, and it was so hard for me to actually adopt any of them because I felt like people felt like I thought I could do absolutely everything, even though low key I can. My self image was to play it small, was to act like I'm not a former opera singer and I'm not fluent in French, to act as if I'm not well traveled, have been a successful entrepreneur for over 20 years, have managed political campaigns, can create, edit, and produce my own videos, podcast, Instagram content, websites. You know, your girl can actually code. I found myself playing it small because the moment that I was actually the woman that God intended for me to be, I felt as if I were too much for other individuals to handle. I decided that I was too much and I just wanted to be like everyone else. But it was the moment that I said those words, I wanted to be like everyone else, that I realized that I was biased towards other people. I wasn't any more special than anyone else. They just were playing it small. I played myself really small because I was worried that other people thought that I was better than them. Whenever in true actuality, individuals accepted the person that I am, but I just had poor and negative self-image. Yes, I've lived a wonderful life and I've had a lot of amazing experiences, but the negative comments from just a few people, the side eye and snickers from just a few people, the perceived negative comments from just a few individuals who were not operating on my same vibration made me feel as if what they thought about me was actually my reality. Now, the crazy thing is that somehow we don't believe the opinions of the people that are actually rooting for us. We only internalize the opinions or the perceived opinions of those that we can consider a hater. Why is that? Which is absolutely wild. I want you to take a moment and write out your self-image. I don't want you to think about how anybody else sees you. I want you to write out how you see you. You are only able to present to others the way that you feel about yourself. And sometimes we're just not in tune with our own personalities, our likes, our dislikes, and who we actually are because we've never made room to think about it. So I want you to just pause this video and take a few moments to think about your self-image. I'm gonna give you a moment to go ahead and grab that post-it that I mentioned. I want you to jot down a few bullets on how you identify today. What is your self-image? How do you perceive yourself? Then I want you to get a clean post-it and I want you to write out how you actually self-identify, not based on your past, based on the woman that you're becoming. You know the woman that you want to show up as. You know even the closeted woman that you might be, the woman that you only let your friends and family or maybe even your partner see. That may not be the same woman that shows up at work or at even the grocery store, but your self-image matters. And if you're having a hard time with this task and you're really not able to see the woman that you're becoming, I want you to take a moment and close your eyes. I want you to take a deep breath in, and as you release that breath, I want you to consider yourself releasing your old image, the old version of yourself. And as you open your eyes, I want you to write down the first things that come to mind about the woman that you would love to be. What would she look like? What does she dress like? How do individuals perceive her? What is her posture like? How is she greeted when she comes into a room? What does she smell like? What is her makeup and self-care routine? What kind of content does she watch? What does her home feel like? Because you're going to be flooded with amazing imagery after simply closing your eyes and allowing yourself to reset, you might need to grab your ambition planner, turn to one of those notes pages, or get that old journal that you picked up from TJ Maxx and start writing it out. There's a lot of power in writing down your dreams, your visions, and the plans that you have for your life. Keeping it in your mind is like a fleeting thought. Your mind instantly filters between what's true and what isn't true, and instantly you're going to start saying, how can I be her? How can I have that? How can I dress like that? I ain't got the money. But before your mind can actually play tricks on you, you've written it on a piece of paper and you can start looking at that list, repeating those words to yourself. Even just the motion of allowing it to come out of your head, run through your fingers and write it on a piece of paper allows you to capture that feeling. Now that you've written out the woman of your dreams and you're starting to change your self-image, I want to give you 5 simple ways to improve your self-image. You already have written out all of the attributes of the woman of your dreams, but these are just a few tips for you to work on from the inside out. Number 1 is to dress with intention. I know the joggers, leggings, and pajama pants are comfortable, honey, and I know you work from home or you're just running to the grocery store. I know that you feel as if no one is watching, and perhaps they're not, but you see yourself. That is why dressing with intention is so important. Drake said it best, don't do it for the men because the men never notice. You're doing it for yourself. This is not for a trend, this is not to attract attention, but dressing with intentionality is so that you start reflecting the woman that you are becoming. Dressing with attention allows you to reconnect with your personal style and your personality. I love going on spaces like Pinterest and creating boards on what I would like to look like or feel like every spring, fall, winter, and summer. I've already identified my summer color palette. I would know all the things that I want to wear as we're approaching spring. I've lost a few ounces, and so my confidence is showing. And so for this summer, I've already looked at a few two-piece bathing suits that I'm really interested in getting into. I've looked at shoes and jeans and skirts and shorts because you've got to learn to enjoy dressing with intentionality. Step number 2 is to romanticize your appearance. I know that the idea of romanticizing your habits makes you roll your eyes. I might not be able to see you, but I can see you. You know what I'm saying? But step number 2 is extremely important because we're always on the go where everything that we do is so quick. I gotta hurry up and do this. I gotta hurry up and take a bath. I gotta hurry up and get dressed. I gotta hurry up and put on some makeup. That we carry that same energy with us absolutely everywhere we go. But the simple act of just waking up 10 minutes earlier allows you to shave your armpits and put on some lip gloss. And while you're getting dressed, create a signature scent throughout your house. Spray some Glade or light a candle. Actually sit down at the vanity that you were so excited to put together from IKEA and put on your makeup. Turn on some jazz or gospel music every single morning. Lay out your gym clothes and your work clothes for the day so that you feel in control about what you're going to wear and you're not scrambling through your closet trying to find something. Enjoy the ritual of brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, gargling, and water flossing. Use that very sacred time in the mirror to repeat your affirmations to yourself. I know that you've bought all the shea butters, coconut oils, and smell good body fragrances, and it's time to finally use it. While you're in your cute robe, sit on the side of the tub and rub some of that good body oil between your toes, up your legs, your thighs, and your booty. Be grateful for the body that God has gifted you with. Yeah, some things may have shifted with age. Some things may sag or be a little thicker than you like them to be, but your body is beautiful. It's unique, it's one of a kind, and it deserves to be respected. Tip number 3 is to practice your mirror affirmations. Now, I've kind of alluded to this one already, but while you're brushing your teeth, water flossing, gargling your mouthwash, doing your skincare routine, or even helping your children get dressed in the morning, take just a few moments to make eye contact with yourself and say positive words about your appearance. We've all experienced bullies and we've all experienced someone that has lied to us about the way that we look. Someone may have called you fat, ugly, unattractive, or maybe you've even said those things to yourself. But this is how you change your mindset. It's by looking yourself in the mirror, in your eyes, and telling yourself the truth about who you really are. You're beautiful, you're special, you're one of a kind, you're unique, and you have gifts and talents that so many people are waiting to experience. But because you don't see yourself the way that others see you, you hide. Saying daily affirmations in the mirror and affirming yourself honestly starts to brainwash you into believing the words that you say. If you start saying that you are strong, beautiful, and kind, and you say those things to you every day, I dare you to walk away from that mirror feeling weak, ugly, and mean. It's just not going to happen. But because you've never tried it, you don't know that for sure. So I want you to take a moment and write out your affirmations on a Post-it. Post them in your bathroom mirror, on the corner of your computer, or even in the rearview mirror in your car. Wherever you need to post it so that you see them every day, I want you to take a moment and look yourself in the eye and repeat those words to yourself until you believe it. Tip number 4 may be the most important one on this list. You are going to have to redefine what beauty means to you. Oh, child, we have held onto old comparisons for way too long. We've decided that our sister was cuter than we were because she was the favorite child and she was skinny. We've decided that that Ren girl that we've never even met on Instagram was absolutely beautiful, and because you didn't look just like her, you weren't. Just like you closed your eyes and you can imagine the woman that you wanted to become, I need for you to take that same cleansing breath and identify what beauty means to you. You're wearing your hair down past your ankles, but that isn't even your standard of beauty. You feel as if someone's going to compliment you or he's going to like it, and so you've adopted this idea of beauty that doesn't actually align with the person that you are. I want you to think about what beauty means to you. Once you've identified your definition of beauty, I want you to embrace that imagery with soft confidence, effort, persistence, and peace. You're going to be inundated with other ideas of what beauty means after this moment, but you create the standard. You are the only one that can identify what beauty means. Therefore, your definition is the only one that matters. Own that. And tip number 5 is that your body language can shift atmospheres. Your body is constantly speaking even whenever you're not saying a word. It is incumbent upon you to make sure that it is saying what your future self would love for it to say. Does your body language say that you're tired, worn out, stressed out, overwhelmed? Does your body language tell individuals that you don't feel attractive or that you're comparing yourself to others? Is your body language telling other individuals that you don't like the person that you are, that you've now adopted the things that have happened to you in your past? Does your body language say that you're broken, insecure, unloved, or unlovable? And I want you to reset your posture. Roll your shoulders back. Sit up straight. Align your head directly over your shoulders. And I want you to smile at yourself. I want you to take a deep breath in. And I want you to say, I'm resetting my posture, and this will be my posture from now on. Head high, shoulders back, full of confidence, love, and peace. I know that you want to fidget, and you may even want to snicker, feeling like, girl, I don't feel that way. My shoulders are so high right now. I've got so much stress and anxiety riding on me. And even though that may be true, watch how it shows up in your body. There is so much going on right now in our world, but it is not yours to carry. Only you can decide how you present yourself to others, how you present yourself to your family, to your children, to your partner, to the individuals that you love, and most importantly, to yourself. We've all walked into the bathroom, turned on the light, and looked at ourselves in the mirror and been like, woo, you look like what you've been going through, sis. And that can all change with your posture, with relaxing your eyes, your face, and all of your muscles. By walking slowly and deliberate, as if you truly are unbothered. I want you to start practicing walking into a room or space like you own it. I don't care if you're walking into Kroger or Publix. I want you to walk into that store like it's got your name on the marquee. Watch how it makes you feel. Watch how other individuals experience you. And most importantly, watch how it improves your self-image. Our minds can only believe what we tell it. People only perceive the individuals that we tell them that we are. So it's time for you to watch your posture. Okay, sis, so your homework for this week is that I want you to start planning out your outfits. For the whole week, I want you to consider what you are going to wear before you were actually ready to put it on. I want you to dig deep inside of your closet and pull out those jeans and that cute shirt that you've been putting off for a special occasion. And I want you to wear that outfit on a random Tuesday because you are the occasion. Life is the occasion. Because you woke up and have oxygen inside of your body is reason enough to show up as your very best. Every single day this week, as you're getting dressed as your best and highest self, I want you to notate how it makes you feel. And I want you to consider if this is a feeling that you want to make a habit. If after this week you want to go back to making a habit of wearing leggings and joggers, be my guest. But make sure that you dress up them leggings and joggers with intention. Make sure you put on your signature scent and at least some Vaseline. Sis, I love you and I pray that you are well and that you're doing something every single day to reach your most ambitious goals.